Hey everybody, it's Jenny McGarvey and I'm back today to share a traveler's notebook layout using this Pinkfresh Christmas collection, which is absolutely so cute. I love the colors. They are very retro, and this ephemera package, the tags, the cardstock stickers, and then I will also use that 6x6 paper pad. I am going to be creating a traveler's notebook layout, which is 4 1/8 inches wide by 8 1/8 inches tall. And I'm going to use the white cardstock as the background for both pages. I'm going to use these two 3x4 photos of these new outdoor decorations we put up this year. I am trimming them down. So they're 3x4s. I printed these on my Epson PictureMate photo printer that I recently purchased, and I am enjoying it. I've just been printing the photos on this printer just to get used to it. I'm just so used to using my Canon Selfie that I figured I would give myself some time to get used to the Epson as well. I've been using the Canon for probably 10 years exclusively, so I've got a little bit of time to get used to the Epson. I trimmed down the photos to approximately 3 3/4 inches tall by 2 3/4 inches wide, and I am mounting these on white cardstock, and then I am just putting them on the left hand side of the page that is just on white cardstock, and then I will put the adhesive on the back and then adhere that down right there. Now I'm going through the package of tags. I know there's that super cute pink tag, and then I wanted to use that little strip right there, but it's just too wide for this layout, which is unfortunate. So I'm going to have to go through the ephemera and the stickers to see what I can use, which I'm just kind of bummed because I really wanted to use that one long strip, but not meant to be. So I'm going to turn this over and use the foam adhesive and place 4 squares on the back. I'm keeping it a little ways from the edge because I'm going to have it hang over ever so slightly and then trim it off so it can just sit flush right with the edge. Now I'm using a couple of the stickers. I really love the ornaments. I think they're adorable. So I wanted to place one just ever so slightly askew, and then I will stick this little phrase right directly on the photo. And so that's going to be my cluster over on the left hand side of the page. And then on the right hand side of the page, I'll have another cluster as well on the left and on the right too. But I'm going to build mostly patterned paper on the right hand side because I will have a boatload of journaling. For whatever reason, I was really super drawn to this particular piece of patterned paper. I don't know why, it just really spoke to me. So I trimmed it down to fit the width of the page, and then I'm adhering it down, leaving it at 6 inches tall. And I'm just going to put that right there. And then for whatever reason, when I was looking at that piece of patterned paper with all of the sprigs and stuff, I also really loved that stripe paper with it. Again, I couldn't even begin to tell you why. I would not say these are pieces of patterned paper that would normally be my deal or anything like that, but for some reason I just really loved them. And so I decided that I was going to use them here and I was going to use them together. So I've got this all trimmed down. Now this is where my journaling is going to go. So I really, really love that. It's so traditional and very pretty. So now I've printed my journaling on a sheet of white cardstock, and I'm first just going to trim that down, get it all nice and easy to cut out, and then I will simply trim the strips out. Now, oftentimes you see me use clear sticker paper. However, this time I am using white cardstock since I have been adhering this directly to the page that has patterned paper on it, and you wouldn't be able to really see very well if I was using the clear sticker paper. So I am putting it on the white cardstock. And I love how crisp and bright this looks on there. So it's definitely a favorite of mine because I think it really pops like this. And just, I have a ton of journaling to say about this because this is about our outdoor decorations that ordinarily kind of look like trash, and they don't normally, or they don't actually look a whole lot better this year. And it's really just sort of funny. And that's why I'm journaling about it. It's just kind of a funny story in my family that they are always underwhelming. And this year is no exception. At least this year they don't look bad. However, outdoor decorations for Christmas are something we just cannot get right. They are not our forte, despite the fact that we try annually. They just never look good. They're just not our thing. But we keep trying anyway. And like I said, despite being underwhelming, they at least don't look terrible. So that is the placement of my strips. And so now I'm just going to use the wet Tombow glue and adhere this all down. And then I will go back and try to put the strips in a fairly regular order that is mostly pretty straight, having used that glue. I like the glue as opposed to the tape runner in this instance because the strips are not very wide. So you absolutely could use the tape runner. It just feels a little tedious to me. I like the glue because I can use just a tiny little strip and it fits in that particular width and it does a good job of sticking. And it just feels a lot easier to me for this particular application. You don't need a lot, just a little bit. And then they stick really well. Now I really love the contrast of the journaling, and I also really love that I was able to get a whole full story down about our outdoor decorations for my Christmas album. It's not like a December daily or anything like that. I'm just doing a Christmas album for this size pages that will just be ongoing Christmas stories. I just simply really can't keep up with a December daily anymore, and I don't have that many December stories since my kids are older, and I did love doing them when my sons were smaller and there were just so many fun Christmas activities, but we just don't really have that so much anymore. So now I'm trying to put together 2 additional clusters. I can't quite put my finger on it at first. There's so many adorable little bits and pieces that I really love, but choosing just 2 seems outrageous. Like, how could I pick? I love that word Mary, and I absolutely love it with those pattern papers, and I think I found a winner. That wreath, that word, oh yes, it's going to work together so wonderfully. So I have placed those together, and yeah, now I'm going to put some foam adhesive and adhere that down. And then all I have left to do is just choose one other small little element and we'll be set. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment box below, and I will do my very best to get back to you. Thank you so much, and make it a great day.